Turn my mic on. Alright. Think we're all good to go. Alright. Man, that last trial was really good. Alright, no, just making sure everything's set up good. But, yeah, so we're going to the ancient ruins. We finally learned the password for it. And, see what's in here. A more appropriate time to stream. You know, it's like 10 o'clock at night for me right now. Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's going to be in there?
You are a boy, right?
Oh, I forgot these people are here. I'm a hero. It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you?
Fool!
There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. This is our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills and the chills, the kills.
Thanks for the food.
If you're tempted, if you're going to let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass!
Hey, now's the time not... Hey, oh my god, I literally just woke up like an hour ago, so I cannot read. Hey, now's the time to fuck around.
Young master for you, Hiko.
Oh, it's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let us go forward.
Shut up.
The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Oh my god. So, we've established that this isn't the real Byakuya, right? This is the ultimate imposter guy? Believe that hope that lies beyond this point. That is your leader's orders. Got it, Buki?
What?
What was that? I told you only understood piggy talk.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, the password, please. Oh, it's so cool to see everyone again. Yeah, I know. 11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
Hey, there's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. 137. I still can't believe they used... what was her name? Sayaka? Was that her? It's been so long. I think it's Sayaka. I can't believe they used Sayaka's dying message as the password. The future is waiting. Alright, that's weird. Give me just a second. I think I'm having some technical difficulties. Alright, I think I'm good. I think my cat just knocked my router off the table. Okay, no, we're good. Now then, let's move forward. Yeah, I just had a little bit of a...
It sure looks like a...
By the way...
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Yeah, we're not even acknowledging the fact that, like, everyone's appearing.
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world. It's probably from my end. Like I said, my router just fell off the table, so I think we're good. But let me know if it keeps on lagging. I might just restart altogether. What is going on with this bomb? Yo. Stage clear. Question mark. Oh. Smile at hope in the name of despair. And surviving students. 5. Two beacon. I should have just finished this up before I went to bed, but that's whatever. Oh, gamer's backpack. Trophy earned. Abandon all hope. Yes, I would like to save the progress. Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so much fun. So I was feeling rather excited. I have no idea who's talking right now. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities wouldn't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. Nagano. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you're having fun. So that's just what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Oh, that's right. That's it. This is a ship. You just realizing that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence will start to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. Of course, why not? How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagano Komeeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So, to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Geez, who Who's talking right now? A boring talent, huh? Well, it's exactly what it is. But for someone I mean for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess? Huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hoax Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. But that's weird. This is the first time. Are we playing as Makoto right now? Is that? I don't know. He seems pretty condescending to be Makoto. Hey, can you tell me why we're here? How'd you end up here? How boring. Sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. No, this isn't Makoto. This world has stopped evolving. At least I hope it's not. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Does it have anything to do with the reason why you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world. Not even a speck of dust. That's what my teachers taught me, that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Huh. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. What are you even talking about, Sparky? Like, I just look over at my chat and you're just talking about superheroes. That person. Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. Ah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. I mean, it's 2020, my guy. You can wear nails if you want, but I don't think red's your color. Then, will I be able to see her again? Her. Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so... Are you talking about Junko? Junko's already dead, isn't she? Hate? Then, explain your hand. Ah, this? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Wait. Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. Nagano, what the fuck did you do? But even now, it still hasn't run. Please tell me I'm not thinking that's not what I'm thinking it is. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully became one with the ultimate... Did this man really take Junko's arm and put it on him? Is that really what happened here? I knew Nagata was insane. Absolutely crazy. I see. So you savaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? 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 Ah, look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? Wait, I need to process this for a minute. So after Junko died, he really just salvaged her body and took her arm? That's fucking insane. That's Jabberwock Island, right? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on the island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by that talent. But no matter what happens, it is of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to be getting along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we will ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Bro, I don't see... Oh, really? Chapter end. I don't see how you like him. Like, I don't see how anyone can like Nagano after that. That is insane. Like, my boy really took a dead lady's arm. That means he cut his own arm off and attached this dead lady's arm to his own. Absolutely insane. What is this? It's the door from the beginning. It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, it's a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And after then, why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. We all gathered on that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Bing bong. Oh.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
Okay.
Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Okay. Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is a graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Oops. Wrong button. A normal classroom, that'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. Looks like it's pretty thick iron plate. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classroom. Is it really Hope Peak Academy? The clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without any hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? I'm just gonna look around real quick. Surveillance camera. Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I wonder. Does it have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jabberwock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? And the monitor. Does the monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Is this place really Hope's Peak Academy? Damn it, what's going on? Wait, did I see? Aha! Caught at the very last second.
No.
Like I need any more Monokuma coins. Yes, let's leave here. So that kind of looked like the, whoa, what is going on here? Even the hallway doesn't look like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There is no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made just to startle us, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to go to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. Wow, look at this place. That's bringing back memories. Yep, there's the old trial ground. The AV room. School store. Here's to the vault. Nurse's office. Wow. Can't go that way. Guess we're going to the gym. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower anymore. And so, I brace myself and cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Chapter 6. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. The old gymnasium. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo!
You heard the announcement and came here too, right? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Peak Academy or something?
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you...
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
My foot is falling asleep. Yeah. What a shock. I just told you guys, this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not!
There's no way in the hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, excuse me, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? Stupid fool! I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that were deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went through all the trouble to bring you guys to Hope Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did it for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone?
Don't fuck with me!
Enough of this bullshit. Just spit it out already.
You...
Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and inside the ruin.
you.
What does that mean? What does that mean between?
Hey!
And what do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my. Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making any life changes or anything like that.
Shing!
It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then, what is a graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you can make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh?
why?
We're obviously going to get out. There's no way we can stay here.
That's right!
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start searching the outside world. What do you mean?
huh?
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is going to hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And, as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. But even if the setting had changed, even if the killings were finished, he was still the same as usual. Well, what is going on? Outside world, main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. Like I said, I wanted to go back, but I didn't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. Is this building is really Hope Peak Academy? This is Hope Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope Peak Academy. I finally thought I was becoming confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possesses amazing talents and a strong will. And from the moment you're born in this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course, who never had a talent to begin with. Nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then I should have just left me alone. Why did I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out, bastard. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not a part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed at all, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I could think of.
You serious?
So they're not the World Ender? Then we were really tricked by Monokuma? Yes. However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once has denied that.
Damn it.
Even though they were our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So, what do we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. We're going to get out of here safely. We have to go to that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we've been in?
All right!
Alright, I'm going to do it.
Prepare yourself!
Prepare yourself!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine.
Hey!
Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan about how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, just so that we can do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But, what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find answers to all of our questions inside this damn building. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thing running around without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
all right!
So, we should just do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. That is not what... If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reached our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Akane already took off on her own. It might just be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, there's no more killing. We don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. See you guys later. Those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me?
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will help us, that will be very useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the
Oh
gymnasium.
my.
Miss Sonia,
Miss Sonia!
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope, even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Investigate. Oh, this is getting exciting. Nothing in the gymnasium. Alright. So are we just literally just walking around Hope Speak Academy? Dope. Oh, huh? Oh, this is a different hallway. This is... That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokumu's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps on doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Yeah, like, this song is really good. Kill command. This hallway, it has a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Nah, it's not just you. So... yeah, this is the 5th floor. Oh, the biolab? This is wrong on it, okay. Can't go that way. We can't go in the bloody room. Alright, whoops, wrong button. Let's try the garden. Can't go in the garden. But it looks like we can go in the dojo. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of the building to make sense. I saw that thing on the ground. I was just looking around. Straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossom. The following petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Hyoko and Pekka were here, they would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. The target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame here. Wait, what am I saying? It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect the Japanese JoJo? Wow. So we're just breaking the fourth wall, okay. What is this? This is a manga? The title is... Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga in such a suspicious looking title? What's such a suspicious looking title laid out in the open like this? Let's start with the history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. And what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Okay. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really just want to ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It is an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. So, like, this is new. This is just more information about it. It just isn't a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy have been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make any progress with their research of talent. So, they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass a sizable fund and begin further research of talent. To grant Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, the phrases mentioned at the end of the manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, those names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but nah, it'd be just a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I just learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again?
Shing!
The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why did you forget you were part of the reserve department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that. No, that's hilarious to think that Monica was actually like making mangas for this. That'd be hilarious. I would read it. What do you want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? But you wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student. Oh, God. Alright. Damn it, what the heck? Oh, a truth bullet. Are we gonna have a case? Like, is there gonna be a trial after this? Wow. Alright. Leave the area. But they're gonna like cut us to another floor. It's not. So where do we go from here? Oh, Kazuichi, what's up?
What's going on?
This hallway is kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. Like an invisible wall or something. Alright. So still can't go in the garden. Like any of this different? Can I go to like another room that was originally blocked off? Doesn't look like it. Sonia's, oh, I can go here. It's in this classroom. I'm hitting the wrong button. More end plates. To go so far as to cover the windows. He really wants to keep us locked inside, but why? Surveillance camera. Car doesn't have any hands. What time is it right now? I can't see outside. And the monitor. Serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island. Damn it, what's going on? Alright. It's another manga. It's lying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. Wasn't the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope Peak Academy was bankrupt, right? Went bankrupt. And it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The story made use of heavy, outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy occurred at Hope Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kama. Why does that name look familiar? Where have I seen that name before? And how the fuck do I even pronounce it? Kamakura? Yeah. I've seen that name before. Who had that name? Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope Speak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. Okay? To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But Izuru, who was known as a symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. "13 students of Hope Speak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret and used the incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope Speak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. Okay. The heavy sigh closed the manga. Where did I see... It's bothering me. Was it... that the, that was the name of the portrait of the Funhouse, was it not? The founder of Hope Speak Academy? Was that... Am I thinking of the right thing? I think so. I think that's it. Huh. Am I supposed to believe this? I'm sorry, I just had to figure that out. That was bothering me. There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Speak Academy. What irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky here, incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But, ultimate hope. Not gonna mention that before, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagato said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, there's a reserve department. Here it said that the Reserve Corps students and the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I had no reason to do something like that. The tragedy. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's the other student that wasn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. I'm guessing that was Junko? If I had to take a guess. This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries keep piling up. Very interesting. Just came from there. Alright, so where do I go now? Still... the dojo's open. I don't think I go back to the dojo. Check the biolab real quick. Ooh, the biolab's open. Alright, let's head in here. What the hell is in the room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I stand around, I might just end up freezing to death. Should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Tarp. Legal plastic tarp. Why is it left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will ya? I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looked like, but that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab just isn't something you should joke about. Feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking? Wow, Hajime. There's another manga lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about the incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might just turn out to be something lame. Ah. Ooh. Gotta readjust my chair real quick. Alright. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. Oh, that's terrifying. A story about a creepily drawn characters who were getting involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because of the incident itself was that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope Academy was simply the trigger. Excuse me, God. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly. But the situation continued to escalate into dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and groups of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction began their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon, the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, The shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to a more uncivilized time, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immersed despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'état, oh my god, I do not speak French, began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there is no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by a high school student progress with such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization. Coup d'etat, okay. I thought that's how you pronounce it, but it didn't look right. So yeah, coup d'etat, I knew that. Devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't just because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if it really is true, then what's happening to the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to all of them?
No way!
Hey, you're seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? You should enjoy reading. Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so I can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant when he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy you are finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on the island. But there's no way I'm gonna do what he says, what he wants. Despair like this simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Plus, that organization just isn't one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're just high school students, right? Well, if they were actually do something, oh my god. Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Then, are the killings involved in connecting to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Alright. That door is still not open. This door is 5B. Alright. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Go for you, go. Anything going on in here? What's going on, my guy?
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's going to be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm going to deal with that idiot. I don't want to do it either. Alright, Monokuma.
Hiya!
Well, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well.
Boom, boom.
Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing
No,
here?
no.
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? Oh, it is so hard to keep his voice going. You should have done that from the beginning. I don't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting real fed up with you and your blabbering. Hurry up and tell me what you need to tell me. It's about the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group of people these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl?
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima. Junko Inoshima?
Hey,
As a former ultimate despair, she created despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. There was only one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a second. I know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the higher echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that that incident became a tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat.
Huh?
Then, what was their purpose?
Huh?
What?
You...
Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make any sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inashima's despair. Huh? For Junko Inashima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Inashima as Junko Inashima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inashima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, despair. Everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their desires by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their mind. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inashima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inashima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. Yikes. So, I'm guessing they mean just more than Mukuro, right? So there was a whole group of people who are out there killing people, who killed their family and friends, and destroyed their bodies. Wait, does that mean Nagito was a part of it? Or was he just copying him when he took Junko's arm? I still can't believe that. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed that it was something that they had to do. There's no way something like that crazy is possible.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Final days?
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. It's also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean the final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide? Holy shit. 2,000 people just killed themselves.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. It was Hajime, right? It was me.
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Inashima. Doesn't scare me at all, I mean...
Bastard!
Junko Inashima's already dead. Huh? God, I hope she makes a comeback. She was hilarious in the first game. I don't know how she can make a comeback, but... So, are we done here? Oh no, I gotta talk to Biggie, okay. What up, boy? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you just said? Junko Inoshima is already dead? Is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about killing school life? Killing school life. Like the killings we were involved in. They were killings that happened at Hoshi Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together.
Well, yeah.
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who managed to survive, managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life was part of what the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hoshi Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
The students of Hoshi Academy were widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap and became overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then who is our enemy? If Junko Inoshima is already dead, are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Excuse me, are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we were involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hoshi Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'd lose to some fakes. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? What, at the island? That's interesting to think about. Like, all the cameras at the island, what were they for? Were they just so the Future Foundation could keep an eye on us, or were they for something more? Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life? Killing school life. And then Junko has been updated. Man, Hajime, you really know about the story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version, so I took time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting!
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out. You're not making any sense again.
Well now,
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. Raising flags like crazy. Alright, Monica.
What?
What a surprise. You want to hear about the ultimate despairs again? No, I don't really need you
Hey,
to. Where is he just repeating what they... He's just started on his own. I think I messed it up.
Phew.
I don't think I was supposed to talk to him again. Yikes. It's fine already, you don't have to keep explaining. Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. Okay. My bad. Oh, we're on the 4th floor now. Huh? Changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by anything like this. What up, Akane? Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what's up?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean? Who?
So...
I don't know. It's my gut after all.
It's just my gut!
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. Surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Oh, are we going to have the survivors of the last trip coming? That's the headmaster's room. That'd be cool if they did. The music room. Let's go in the music room. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. The hologram, let's check out the piano first. Very nice looking grand piano. It's very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play with this. Surveillance camera, let's check out the monument. For a monument? Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the mark engraved in the monument is for the symbol for the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. They did say many, but not all. So I wonder who wasn't. At the very least, I'm like 95% sure like Byakuya joined, because he was like, oh, I'll just make the world a better place for the Zogami Empire or whatever. If he joined, then Toko joined. I'm pretty sure Makoto would have joined. Did Kyoko not join? Interesting. The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Academy. Aren't they known as a world ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Alright, let's check out the hologram. What's this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claimed to be a survivor of Hope Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted for the ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. But I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ishima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the skilling school life. Also, if they are survivors, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, did somehow, like the 15 of us, like everyone in the beginning minus Chiaki, like somehow get out of Hope's Peak and are just being targeted? But that doesn't explain Nagato though. I feel like Nagato became corrupted with despair, at the very least. Like that's why he took Junko's hand. So did that happen before or after this? We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received report of the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems that we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. I know he said he was Junko was his enemy, but he also took her hand, so it's one thing to kill your enemy, it's another thing to take their arm and attach it to your own. You see what I'm saying? There is a certain amount of despair in there if you're going to go that far. "15 students. Is that about us?" Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? See, I'm thinking, as of right now, that we witnessed everything that happened and just got super depressed about it. And so, I don't think we act all of us turned to despair, but I think it was starting to happen. With Nagato. And I think that's when the Future Foundation picked us up and put us in the simulation. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true in the world, isn't normal anymore? Maybe. I sort of feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. No, I don't think like that. You need those memories, my guy. Come on. I guess all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by graduates of Hope Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despair who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is that is the Uru fellow the big bad of this game? Is he the one controlling Monokuma now? The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Mishima are making us go through this. This caught my attention in the email too. Yeah, about the research facility. The only Future Foundation facility we found on the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. Wow, I cannot read today. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Okay. 4th floor. Things are getting a lot more distorted. Hello, Cube. Teacher's Lounge. Probably we're going to go. I'm just taking a look around, seeing if I'm missing anyone. Any other doors to open? Doesn't look like it. Just Teacher's Lounge. Oh, this way. Awesome. What up, Connie? Right there. Yeah, it's that dude, the dude in the picture. Feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has this stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I haven't seen her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Just give it up already. Can I look at this? The picture? What's written here? Oh, it's all of us. List of subjects are written on the blackboard. Why is Hiyoko's like highlighted? Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Akane, Sonia, Peko, Nagito, Gundam, Ultimate Imposter, Mahiro, Miken, Ibuki, Teru Teru, Nekumaru, and Fuku Hiko are names I've seen before. Oh, the founder. I forgot his name was Uzuru. How the fuck is he alive? Yeah, it clearly contradicts. Oh my god. The Academy's founder. So was he just like Walt Disney himself and just like kept himself like frozen or alive all this time? Very interesting. Yeah, what's going on with Kyoko? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Kyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. She looks a lot older. What is going on? I didn't know how else to explain it, alright? One thing was the first thing that popped in my head. I mean, the Hiyoko we knew, she was so much smaller and looked more childlike. That's pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. Wait. Does that mean that our appearances in the simulation aren't accurate? That's interesting if that's what that means. That means everyone can look completely different. I mean, not that it matters much. Like 85% of us is dead, so. That lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? Nah, it says Hiyoko Sanji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name? An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear of her mention of an older sister?
Man.
Well, it's not like I was close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She didn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sionji family's only daughter. If she didn't have a sister, then a relative. No, that's too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Pew.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko in this newspaper. That's extremely interesting. Is he really saying that this is the same person? That's impossible. Then how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to the list of subjects over there?
This is bad!
If it says subjects, maybe it means there were some kind of experiments, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? What am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound so messed up. What experiment? It's kind of an experiment. It could mean that we were also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was
What's going on?
It better not have anything to do with time travel. Could you imagine? List of subjects. You know what's going on? Monitor? Let's check it out. Yeah. Not what I figured. This hologram, flowers, a monochrome with all. Might as well pick it up.
Huh? Are you serious?
Flowers on top of the desk. Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes tired? They're very pixelated, my guy. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. It's like a passage from an email somebody wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. Excuse me. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ishima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Ishima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Excuse me. So does that mean that... Who were the remnants of despair? I don't think we know anyone. Very interesting. I mean, it seems like really late in the game to like throw a whole bunch of characters. Like one or two I can like understand. Like Uzuru, I can understand him getting thrown in, but I don't know, 80 more and it just might feel weird. That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. is the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Despair. Huh. Very interesting. Okay, with this, you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Yeah! Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go. I'm totally sick of it. Probably gonna do the next one. Before that, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, the downside of drinking all this water. So now we're on the 3rd floor. The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can you do this? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is going to waste my energy. Rec room. Can't go there. Man, so many people died on this floor. Oh, that window's floating. You had Sakura die in the rec room. You had Taka die in the physics room. And you had Hifumi die in the art room. Looks like we can go in the rec room first. Oh, Sakura. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think this room actually exists inside the school. Hologram, billiard table, dartboard. There's a dartboard, but this is a school, right? Or did Monokuma randomly make this place up? Magazine. A lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even magazines about cameras. Mihiro would have been happy to see this. Check out the sofa. It's nice. It's a nice firm looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable if anyone slept on it. And yeah, there's only 4 Monokuma dolls, so yeah, this is after Sakura. Check out the file first. It's a file filled with Host P Academy seal on it. Confidential. Alright, why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like this? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. Cultivation plan. For many years, Host P Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Peak cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth the true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all cost. What follows is a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. Damn, I nearly went through a full case of water just today alone. Yikes. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about those words. True hope, huh? Bro, it gets hard doing all these voices. I'm not used to talking so much at all. Alright, check the hologram next. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we finally succeeded in acquiring them and have them placed in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Whoops, wrong button. Over the course of the detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. Okay, so we knew about that. Well, I kind of guessed that Makoto, Byakuya, Toko, and I think like Hiro and Hino joined too. I don't think Kyoko did. I don't see Kyoko not joining though. I'm getting ahead of myself. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter. So, the Future Foundation doesn't even know who the remnants of despair are. They just know it's a group. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Academy survivors have been updated. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation is protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's this?
Well, my Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they make the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Who's ever controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no!
Huh. And who else did we just figure out had many talents? I think I'm onto something here. Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. So, Izuru really just Walt Disney's himself. Somehow kept himself alive throughout the whole duration of Hope Peak Academy. Decided he liked Junko's point of view and just took over after she died. Is that the vibe we're going for? There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. You good? Whoa. Everything is upside down. It looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. I am on the roof. Akane, you doing alright, girl? You kinda being all wavy there.
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane is switching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both. They're both.
Yo!
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. I'm not going that way. There's a door. Well, this is like extremely hard to navigate. Oh, my pet. What's going on with my pet? Should I be scared? Oh, it died. Rip. I don't even care about it anymore, so. Where am I going? What is this way? Library. Man, this is really tripping me out. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Is it just the hologram? Okay. It's fine with me. This hologram again. It must be another one of those Future Foundation emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. Ooh, my boy Makoto. The Future Foundation's 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you are doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Wait, Makoto is protecting them? Who? Like, it seems to suggest that we're the remnants of it, like the classes. Because the last email said that we were put under their care, and now they're like, man, why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. I'm probably overthinking that. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our... Okay, so all 6 of them did. Okay. The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. So, that's interesting. Because I've been under the assumption that, like, I know I said that we were tainted with despair, but I thought that just meant that we were, we just witnessed a whole bunch of killings and deaths, and we were just, like, super depressed about it. But it kind of seems like the game's suggesting that all of us took part in it. And that's wild. Like, I don't like that at all. This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email to Makoto Naegi. Ultimate Despair has been updated. Very interesting. Things are starting to line up. Can I go in this room down here? I can. 2B. This music. Oh, this is not Classroom 2B. Oh, this music though. I love 8-bit music. Huh? Didn't I walk in a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like a laundry room. There's no use in worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm in a laundry room? Whoop. Yeah, no, I should look around. The wrong button. What is that? Junko magazine. What, I want to hit this music soon? I don't think so. I love 8-bit music. Looks like a tablet computer. Looks like this power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Neo World Program. Let's roll Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it a few times already. Alright. The Neo World Program has another name. Whoa. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built using the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Program, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is only for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness. Like everything else. Like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness. Like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. Despite the desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. This. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is made up. Made up. Including me too. Interesting. Very interesting.
Hiya!
Oh. Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Pooh! You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Whoa. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to the gym. I don't see a resemblance, but... Yikes. This office is closed. Bro, this is kind of trippy. What's up, Sonia? You got something to say here?
Well?
That's kind of hurting my eyes. Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the non-placebo effect? I've heard of placebo. I don't know about nocebo. The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the non-placebo effect is the exact opposite. I mean, I kind of figured that. Which means, as long as the human brain controls other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh my.
I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? The door here. So, what up, Monoguma? How you doing? The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. 1B. Big object. This is what it's called. Anything? Nope, okay. Let's just take a look at big object. Is this thing floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would float like that. What in the world is it? The moment I looked at the object. I like this music. Chihiro? Wait a second. Okay, game, you cannot do this to me, alright? You cannot show me my dead friends from this game and my dead friends last game. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. It's probably alter ego. Ah, I'm still mad though. A person? A floating person is talking to me? No, is it even a person in the first place? I am not quite a person. I am simply an artificial intelligence program. Yep, it would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program? But I thought... Didn't Alter Ego, like, get destroyed? Like, I think in the first game, it said that he used all his power to save Makoto. Huh. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has affected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating. Like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. Like I can't believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the World Program? The World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. It is why the previous Jabberwock Island's cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know what circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I can't understand about what was being said. There is no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. This is very interesting. This is a turn I didn't expect. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what the outside world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? Oh, I think he thought the first part. What was the Neo World Program used for in the first place? The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. From there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world, removing memories of any time you were set to. So Monica was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There is a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program of the survivors of Hope Peak Academy while it's still in an experimental stage. I am sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I cannot provide that much help. If only I were more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and the virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yes, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer and the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer and the student role was not. They were not given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority did the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates rules to this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because it's the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It has changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and despair. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it's still the portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately try to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of this world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's only on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should have been an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego. If so, does the virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against one another. That's so freaking irritating. But how did the virus affect the New World program? The Neo World program, my bad. Exists in isolation. It is impossible it was infected through the network. I am fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that is most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could have entered that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Assuming that everything is a lie. Observers have been added to the Truth section bullet of your handbook. Your world program has been updated in your handbook. But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I've completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit. If it took over the role of an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints for you. If you're going to say anything more... Suppose that you exist between life and death, and the death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the fluctual based on the definition of existence that constitutes a relationship. From there, the pair. This is really hard to read. Change resolves by being cut off rapidly. That causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world. In this situation, from the context invites your death, 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 death. Hey, my boys is going on about death. Yikes. Oh, this is kind of freaky. Oh, I recognize that outline. What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone's right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video feedback's been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? Things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Well, orders were no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak directly to you. If this means that's working, then it means the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Ugh. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he really our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But it was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why did this save us? You've already seen the password into the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. Yeah, that's the number we found at Nazumi Castle. The door was supposed to open. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open when you have all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's why I left the password 11037 in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagato, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I am also the person who set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that to you all. I'm entrusting it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair until the graduation exam that's... using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even the teacher's authority cannot stop that command. It's a way to end this. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently over the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. So, we need, what, a total of eight people, right? If he's counting Chiaki as a person, then we need at least 8 people. And we have, what, 5? Yikes. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to get 3 more people in here? And my boys are still going on about that.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing, really. I see.
Anyway.
Ah, well. Although that's all the hints you want to get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I just had with that guy. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasions with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to all of you. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do if the truth was really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, we really need to work hard and do our best. Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just as meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something tragic as that, wouldn't it all be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037. Shutdown sequence has been added. Oh my god. This is getting insane. 11037. Class trial time?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
We're going back there.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? And how? For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. The red door, which is right down here. Like things are coming to a head. Like, oh my god, things are getting insane. I can't even look at my truth bullets. That's crazy. Alright, so I guess like the whole class is the remnants of despair. That means we were the ones going around killing our families and friends. Wow, that's a whole lot darker than I've even imagined. I hope I'm wrong about that, because that's terrifying. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in there? If I do that, will this be finished? Whoa. This is weird. Oh, my pet. Hold up, trippy game. That's my chip beanie. Chibby. Do I have a map? Do not have a map. Alright. I'm going. Things are getting white. Woo. Classroom trial ground 1? Oh, this place.
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems like this is going to be the final place.
However,
this place is the trial ground where we entered. But why is it a trial field? It looks like it's the same trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Excuse me. God. Yeah, this should be the place that door to the ancient ruin leads to. It seems pretty strange that we've been in the other building till now. It's like we're dreaming of something. This is a dream, and this is very...
Welcome!
So, you finally arrived. Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, we've finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. Stupid fool! From before.
Phew!
This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey!
Who cares? This graduation exam means that we can like totally go home, right?
Of course!
Of course. If that's what you guys decide. Excuse me. Jesus. If we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Ahem. Please take a look at that LCD touchpad panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much more simpler this time.
Yes, indeed!
You have two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose between one of them and press it. If all of you cast your vote, whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words...
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
then
Then the result is based on our majority vote. Ahem, if graduate is chosen by a majority vote. From there on, an event that's kind of like graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. I don't know which one I would pick here, because I think obviously Monokuma wants us to graduate, which makes me hesitant to not do that. But even if we like totally do this stupid majority vote, The result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can like totally press it now, right?
No, no, no.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve isn't firmed yet. Your will to be swept aside by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up, like, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are using to spit bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What does that mean? Does that mean it just won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we still won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm like totally sorry for being rude earlier, brah.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I wouldn't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. He's doing it because it's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is that what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway...
Even if you guys don't want to, you guys still need to solve the mystery. After all, afterward, you cast your majority votes. And from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something that's so dumb? Oh my god. Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast... Oh, my bad. You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Huh? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with this chump comment?
I can't ignore that!
It's not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat him like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, see your power into your memories. The fuck? Yes, I'm gonna save. Ooh. Hello world, hello world. Okay. 2 bullets. So, it's very interesting. So, just to run through a thought process real quick I'm having. It seems like Monokuma is obviously stalling for time. Makoto is trying to find a way to get into the program. I'm guessing Monokuma wants to take revenge on Makoto. Like, if Monokuma is being controlled by Uzuru, like I think he is, then he wants revenge for Junko. So I think he's trying to get Makoto to see all of us turn to despair after all this hard work that Makoto and the others have been trying. And apparently the only way to activate the failsafe is 8 of us have to vote for it. The problem is there's only 5 of us left. So that means Makoto has to bring in himself and 2 others. Before we cast our votes. I have no idea what this trial is going to be about. I don't know, like, what we're arguing for or against. But very interesting. Like, this is a very good premise. But, take a look at the truth bulls real quick. Reserve Department. A department populated by Reserve Corps students who took general entry exams, in contrast to the main department, which recruited ultimate level students, establishing to secure funds for Hope Peak Academy. 2,357 students in the Reserve Department were infected by Junko's despair and committed mass suicide. There was only one survivor. Hope Peak Academy invested all their resources to it says to create. I think I missed that. So maybe, like, Uzuro Kamakura was the body of the founder that they just injected life into. I don't know, not exactly how that works, but I can see that being the case. The Ultimate Hope, Izuru, was later involved in an incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. Despite the Academy's efforts to conceal this incident, a certain someone took advantage of this incident and provoked the dissatisfied Reserve Department students into rising against the Academy. The tragedy. This hopeless event was caused by a group known as the Ultimate Despair and was responsible for completely destroying Hope Peak Academy. Through their utter devotion to a certain person, they brainwashed the masses, and filled countless people with despair. The Ultimate Despair. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy, but in actuality, it referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Inashima. However, Junko killed herself at the climax of this killing school life after she lost to the students of Hope Peak Academy. As part of the tragedy, Junko and Inashima forced the students of Hope Peak Academy to kill each other, film their deeds with the school surveillance cameras, and broadcast to the entire world. According to the report from the Future Foundation, there were apparently 15 people who were known as survivors. It seems like all 15 survivors were taken to safety in by the Future Foundation. After Junko Inashima's death, an influential group known as the Remnants of Despair still exists. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. Everyone's names are written under this list of subjects, my bad. The list is written on a clipped newspaper article. The article is a woman who looked like a fully grown version of Hiyoko Sayonji. The place card on this portrait hanging in the office said Hope Peak Academy founder Uzuro Kamakura. In many years, Hope Peak Academy attempted to create true hope by consolidating the results of all their research. To Future Foundation, 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. I'm having a hard time reading. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you not understand? Do you understand? Why are you protecting the Remnants of Despair? It should be apparently clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring to the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived, and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the Remnants of Despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Program created by the Future Foundation. It allows subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world, and it can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of this virtual world. It was a program for creating hope, but it became filled with despair and violence after the virus had infected it. In the Neo World program, 2 observers took on the role of a teacher and a student respectively. An enormous amount of authority was given to the teacher observer including the power to create roles within the program. The password to enter the ancient ruin, even the teacher didn't know it. For the person who set up this password, the number is very meaningful to them. A special command can be used during the graduation exam. If you can use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World program. Not even the observer can prevent that. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm pretty sure I just want to say hello world at the bottom. I think all my skills are enact. And I can't do any of those. Delusion, Mood Maker, Find Sword, yeah. It's 12:30. Yo, real quick, how long is this case? This is like an extremely long one. Because I might need to save it for later. It's very long. Yeah. It's like 12:30 at night, and I have people sleeping in my house, so I can't really be much louder. So I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for later. I will do my absolute best to try to wake up super fucking early tomorrow and just knock this out before I go to work. But no, this is very interesting. Like, I can definitely tell this is the climax of the game. And I am super excited to see where this leads. But yeah, for now, like I said, I'll do my best to finish the game tomorrow. And it'll be the end of an era. Like, hold on, I want you guys to see something real quick. Wait, look at this. My very first save file was from all the way back in November 21st. That is insane. Almost 4 months playing this game. But it's been a hell of a ride. I loved every minute of it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I will catch y'all later.